Aquarius. So this is finding your North Star to see if you want to stay around and watch it. It's about how to orientate yourself in order to get the best out of life. Very simple, quick reading. But in this case, I'm particularly thinking about it in terms of how to dance with life, to tell your story, to interact with a kind of field of information that's all around us all. I've just finished Philip Pullman's The Rose Field. I'd encourage you all to read those books. There's 6 in total about Lyra. Well, there's other little books, but The Northern Lights is the first trilogy, and they're just beautiful. Anyway, I'm so inspired by them. I sort of want to and anyone who's drawn by that will help you understand what I'm talking about if you've read them or if you like those concepts. But it's the idea of us as the agents in our own lives, but specifically interacting to what is around us as well. So you in the idea of that, you're turning up as the Page of Pentacles. So Aquarius, you really are good at learning it. You're very good at you're very alert and mentally aware and consistent and able to kind of pick up on what's going on around you and learn new things in a studious, beautiful way. It's a very optimistic card. It's a very grounded card because of the Pentacles, but it does indicate being it's almost as if we were talking about a field of energy, you would be in relation to it, listening and learning and picking up information and able to absorb that in quite a kind of grounded way, but it would be new information to you. Your root skills is this card that keeps popping up, and it came up in Taurus, Capricorns as well. And this is an extra card that I see as nature talking to a sort of rather well-to-do woman. So there's an offering of a rose. Interestingly, when we're talking about the rose field, she's got her by the hand. Who's that yellow, or by the arm? Who's that yellow dancing figure? Is it a bit like the yellow of this card? Is it the sort of optimism of the sun in the background? It feels as if a woman benefits by listening to nature, and I think this is what we're talking about, is kind of working with the field of what's around you, but it also imposing onto that, but dancing with it. So this is your root skill. You can dance with it, and it's shown because with the Page of Pentacles, you're listening, you're absorbing, you're learning. You're not just coming at it with preconceptions. What to let go of is letting go. It's walking away from what you've loved in order to reinvent it or find something new, going off on a new trek. I think it's kind of encouraging you to not to take too lightly the information that you're getting. Like weave it into what it is that you love anyway. So if you're learning something new from around you, from this phase in your life, if you're picking up new signals and you're wanting to sort of find your North Star within it, don't just throw everything out because there's something new coming. Kind of weave it into what you've already loved rather than leaving or reinventing. It's really honouring what's there that's very important to you already, whether that's family, friends, your job as it is at the moment, your home as it is at the moment. It's kind of adding rather than totally reinventing or going away from it. And how to find your North Star, how to write this story that dances with the world. Well, this came up for Capricorn as well. It's about offering a grail cup of love. It's about thinking about others in a way. It's actions born of love, of romanticism. There's kind of a courtly view of how we go about things. There's a sense of great generosity and a heartfelt ability to feel your way through life. So it's sort of dancing in love. I mean, like, your story must involve the things that you adore, the people that you adore. And so offering to them, engaging with them or those activities is the way that you are going to best find your way forward. And then this card, where it's all going, this flew like a bird onto a chair that sat next to me here in such an elegant way. And it was perfect for the Chariot. Where it's all going is you're off on an epic quest. You might feel like it's a bit fast and furious, but there's so much that means so much to you in this card. We've got the stars above his head indicating that it's really right for you. We've got this kind of the black and the white melding different elements. There's the security of like the emperor with the throne. All of the preceding arcanas to this number 7 are sort of shown in here in various ways. The magician, various different people, the stars make us think of the high priestess. There's so many different things, the lovers. It's as if you aren't, because I'm seeing all of those preceding cards, you aren't just leaving what you've learned before. You are actually taking it all with you on an incredible, epic journey that will be quite amazing and will sort of cut a swathe in the world. It's as if you really will be seen doing that, because it's kind of a bit of a campaign. It's very sort of showy in a way. And oh wow, and then we've got the Ace of Torches, which is just lovely. So it is really, really passionate. This is a sort of really flighty, flying, fast and furious, passionate energy. So a kind of beautiful new idea that will really light you up and those around you. It's very creative. Whoever I'm talking to, I'm sure is a creative. And it burns brightly in this sort of almost cave-like area. And there's a little figure hanging off it. Do you see? I've never noticed them before, sort of holding on and looking at whoever's holding it. A kind of spirit helper, or like a demon. If you're into Philip Pullman, you'll know what I'm meaning, as in a kind of your soul in the form of an animal, but this is a person. So it's lighting that way. And then what we've got here is this beautiful image. This reminds me of part of the book. There's a woman, a peacock, an amazing pagoda temple, the lovely lotuses, and what it says is reflection. Time to focus, balance, reflect, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks to take the right action. Well, we know that you're going to take the right action because you've got the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. I'm really interested in that. I will pull another one, but it is talking about action, and the Knights are all about action, and that's how to be in your best place with this, telling your story. You have to sort of, doing seems very important with the Chariot and the Knight of Cups here. What you do, it tells your story. It's like your habits tell your story. What you become is actually what you're doing on a daily basis. That and what you offer the world is what's going to create this beautiful, resplendent, creative garden with the peacock, with the temple, with the butterfly of transformation. So reflecting on everything you've learned incites something new. Let's have another one of these cards because they're fun. Incites something new and exciting that sets you off. And this is a lovely scene. So I'm not reading the back yet. We've got the moon, and a kind of pastoral scene with the stars and a kind of Milky Way and a planet and something purple in the beginning, and it says evolve. Oh, how lovely. Creative ideas evolve out of the invisible and profound nothingness of proverbial consciousness. Well, if you've been lucky enough to read The Rose Field by Philip Pullman, you will know that that is very pertinent. So creative ideas evolve out of the invisible and profound nothingness of proverbial consciousness, number 28. Really reflect on what's around you, reflect on everything you're learning by kind of consciously engaging with everything, by listening to nature, by being the good student of the Page of Pentacles, by really absorbing everything that's come before. Reflect on it, and then you evolve, because out of all this profound nothingness of this night, of this moment that you find yourself in, comes this fiery inspiration. And that has got a similar sort of nighttime feel, doesn't it? And it, out of all of that nighttime comes this beautiful idea that takes you off onto your creative flight, onto the story that helps others, because it's about offering your actions, but also is deeply meaningful and satisfying to you. See you again.